It's Andrew Schatkin Showtime. Andrew, what's our topic for today?
Today, I'm going to talk, guys, about a topic about the parables of Jesus, at least one parable called the parable of the mustard seed. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Jesus gave us 41 narratives called parables in the Gospels. And in some sense, they are warnings about what could happen if we are not the kind of people we should be. And one of the ones I'm going to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen, is the parable of the mustard seed found in Mark, the Gospel of Matthew, and Luke. And the idea behind this parable is that the smallest is the greatest. Now, many people in the world the world thinks that the top people are the great people, the people with a lot of money. Actually, they seem to get things, don't they? They seem to have access to a lot of schools, a lot of jobs. Mm-hmm. It seems like if you don't have money in the United States, you don't have any prospects. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's true. And I think this is a sad reality. But Jesus tells us different in the parable of the mustard seed. Now, the disciples, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, they were humble people or working folk. They were fishermen, and one was a tax collector, a guy who was an outcast in the Palestinian Jewish community, collecting taxes for the Roman Empire. But the world and its values in this respect, Jesus says in the parable of the mustard seed, are somewhat skewed and bewilders us and fools us into thinking that wealth, power, and appearance and gifts are big and important. Jesus says in this parable, I think you should look at it. He says we all have great potential, and that the smallest God is not fooled, that the smallest might be the greatest, and that the most insignificant person could be very great. We're not to be fooled. The parable says we're not to be fooled by the world and its appearance. God knows, and Jesus knows, the potential and greatness of every person. And that person may be the size of a mustard seed in the world. But Jesus says, nevertheless, he judges people differently in his evaluation system. Of course, for many people, that position is weak. They don't understand. What is this guy talking about? A mustard seed being great. A mustard seed is a big nothing. But Jesus says, like no person is a big nothing. In the eyes of Christ and God, they are the top people. We have to understand, I think I've come to understand this, that the smallest person can be the greatest person. They can be great in their lives. They can be great in their relationships. They can be great in their jobs, whatever they're doing. A person who drives that bus and takes people safely to the destination is as great as a person in the country club, no?
That's true. Everybody has their purpose and their ability to do the best that they can in their purpose in life. Yes.
That's right. So that's the thing. So when people say to me that some kind of a great executive is so great, well, the guy who drives the bus gets people safely to their destination.
Absolutely.
The guy in the army protects us from killing and being killed. The police, if we cannot do one day. Let me put this to you, ladies and gentlemen, guys. I challenge you. Could you do one day without the sanitation being collected? Could you really, Neil? One day without the garbage being taken up?
No, you can't.
And what about the police? Can we do without the police?
It's so important to have everyone working in society. So, Andrew, your books are out now. Tell us about it.
Okay, the books are out, and I hope you enjoy them. I'm a Christian, and I have an MDiv from Princeton Seminary. And the books that I have are Essays in the Christian Worldview, Essays in Faith, Culture, Politics, and Philosophy. And if you want to look at Essays in the Christian Worldview, you can see it here. If you can make it out. It's a good book, I think. Essays in Faith, Culture, Politics, and Philosophy. And I wrote a book on the parables and 2 legal books, select legal topics. And my latest book is a book on the is a book on the Psalms. Psalms are 150 Psalms in the Bible. They're the greatest Jewish lyric poetry you can find. It's Hebrew lyric poetry. They're fantastic. John Donne, the great English poet, said of the Psalms, they are the manna of the church. He meant that the Psalms bring us to God in a way that no other written work is able to do. I'm writing other books. I'm writing 2 books of blogs, literary, philosophical, theological, and on current events and politics. 2 books of blogs. I'm writing a book on the pretrial motions and hearings in criminal law. That's partially written. I'm writing a book on the book of Job, a wonderful edition in the Bible, not Jewish, an Edomite, and it was taken from Greek culture. These are, I hope, will be helpful books. And I've written over 800 blogs, 900, and they are continually accessed by people all over the world every day. And I'm happy to say that my books and blogs are visited by my wonderful Muslim brothers and sisters in the world and Hindu sisters. So, brothers and sisters, I'm happy to say they're with me. I'm with them.
All right, SchatkinShow.com. Take care, Andrew, and we'll talk soon.